Good morning. Good morning. This is TerrenceRe, getting ready to get you ready for the opening bell today. I'm pretty much on Expiration Friday. Basically, we got options that will be expiring today. So, a lot of times, if for scalping, if you want to scalp some options, this isn't a bad day to do it. Some people don't like to do it on a day when they expire, but this is the this is the actual day when they're the cheapest. And so looking at the market right now, we got the VIX futures are up. Generally, when you see the VIX up, the VIX futures / VX, that means the market is gonna open down. We got the S&P 500 down a couple handles, the Nasdaq down 18, the Dow is down, the Russell is down. And what's kind of weird this morning is the bonds are down as well. So with the bonds are down. So you got ZB, which is and you got ZN. So ZB is like your long-term bond. That's your 30-year. And it's down on the day. Now keep in mind the futures are open all night. So you pretty much that's why when you look over here at my watch list, you see that the equities, you see that they're not that the stock market hadn't opened yet, but the futures market is already open. So it's kind of giving giving you an update. Like you can kind of see like what's going to happen when the market opens. And we got Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down 0.5%, which is really nothing for Bitcoin. I'm looking at Bitcoin. I actually think that it's gonna stay in a range. Let's see. Actually think it's gonna be in a range for a while, but Bitcoin could move so much and so fast, and in really so little time. This is just a different type of indicator package that I like to use sometimes, and it just helps me look at the cycles, which is what I like to do. For something like this, I actually think Bitcoin is going to go kind of sideways for a while. Just looking at the way the chart looks. So one thing that I looked at, that I was looking at some notes that I have, the FDA will hold an advisory committee today to hash out whether COVID-19 boosters should be quickly approved in the United States, which specifically will review an application from Pfizer and BioNTech. So it says it's going to review them for a third dose of their mRNA vaccine. So the thing about that, we should get some movement in those stocks today. So let's look at, I don't think I looked at BioNTech yesterday. Let's pull that up and see if we see what it looked like. Already looking at from yesterday, we got a nice move in BioNTech yesterday. So we see that big green candle kind of look like it's breaking out, like it may go, make a move. Let's take a look. So this right here may not be a bad way to get long. So if if you're, and I'm just talking purely in a sense of trading. So I'm not talking specifically about whether you're pro-vaccine or anti-vaccine. I'm just saying whether you're long BioNTech. So that news from the FDA, I don't know what time. I don't have what time on here they're going to do that. It may come later in the day. I probably can see it. Let's look over here on the news on the Thinkorswim platform. See what it says. It says CDC and FDA advisory committee meeting. COVID-19 vaccine effectiveness against hospitalization in adults 75 plus remains more than 88%. That's a tweet from CNBC's Meg Terrell. So I'm already But looking at the bid and ask, it's not going to open higher. So it closed yesterday at 372.65, and it's going to open somewhere between, it's going to open down about $2, or at least $1.50, just looking at the bid and ask. So not really sure, that may not be a bad move. Like if you get, let's see what the option market look like. Because you want, so today, now what's crazy about what I'm looking at over here, you see a plus 17 on the expected move today. So they're expecting that BioNTech to move at least $17 today. That's a large expected move for one day. And also, so that's already been baked in. So that kind of tells you that, like, it's you ain't fooling nobody. They already expect a big move coming off of this news. Because I came here to look at the options. Now, these are some expensive options. So, I mean, like, if you wanted to, try to scalp and get long, like, before the news, or if the news already came, depending on whatever they say, they probably hold a press conference. You could buy this option right here. This is the one that I would buy today if I was going to get long it, right? I would come right here because you're just holding it today. So I will buy the at the money call option, the basically the 50 delta or either the 61 delta. One of these, you probably could get away with the 45 delta, the one that's slightly out of the money, just because you're going to burn this today. You do not want to hold it to the close. So you just, unless it's out of the money, But other than that, this is one day option that you're looking to see move. Let's take a look at Pfizer and see if Pfizer, because they should be affected based on the news as well. So let's take a look at Pfizer. Now Pfizer is a cheaper stock. So Pfizer, if you wanted to get long it, if you wanted to scalp it, Pfizer got a little support level right here. So I'm not opposed to, getting long here or maybe selling a put. It's not a bad play. Or selling a put spread or maybe some type of iron condor. Let's take a look at the option market in Pfizer. Pfizer only got a 71-cent expected move today. So this ain't one. So you see how cheap the options are, right? So they're not expecting this one to really move today. That don't mean that it won't. I'm just saying that they don't expect it. You might get, so basically, if the expected move is 71 cent, then like something outside of the expected move is like $1 move, $1.50, maybe $2. And what that looks like is if you get let me see if I can draw on the option chain. That just means that if you get like I want it to be smaller. Every time I draw with this, with my little pen, the coloring be so light. So thick. So that just means that, like, basically how you can use the option chain to see what you would make. So if you bought this one and it went up $1, so you pay 67 cents, it goes up $1, you make basically 109, right? Or 50 cents, I'm sorry. And if it goes up a whole dollar, you could take home 158. So that means you'd pay about 67 cents for it, and then you collect $1.58 if you sold out of it, if it moved $1 on the, in the market. So you can kind of use the option chain to show what you would make, when scalping options. So we're getting ready to have the bell, and there it is. So let's go look at the S&P 500 futures. Well, let's see what they look like coming out of the gate. So they just took off to the downside. Here's this candle right here. So you can see it's down 12 handles. So let's go look at what my portfolio is doing. Now the VIX is up, so vol is increasing. Open up down $7 on the day. My IWM iron condor. Remember, my iron condor is a neutral position. So my P&L on it is just showing that it's open. I'm up $19. So it's just holding steady, which is what I wanted to do. I want every day for it to just a little time to just come out of that option, right? So I'm just holding that. And I can group these in here if I want to separate them. I may do that a little later, just to make it easier for the viewers to see it. We got the SPX. Now this is a bearish position. You can tell that by the delta. So I got negative 13 delta. So that's, I actually want the S&P 500 to go down. I'm bearish this market. I just don't see, with all the turmoil that we got in this country right now, and politically and all over the world, and there's no way for me to be bullish. I just can't. Not in my active trading portfolio anyway. TLT is a butterfly, but it's a bullish butterfly. So in essence, for the most part, if you're long bonds, you kind of bearish the market as well. That's why I have everything beta weighted to the SPY, which is the ETF of the S&P 500. And so that means that it takes my position and it's going to weight them compared to the S&P 500. So basically it's telling me how much money or how much risk I have for every movement in the S&P 500. So I can, if the SPY goes down $1, I can tell how much I'm gonna. It goes down. It's gonna show me how much it's gonna go down in my portfolio. So I know I can. It's a way for me to have a close hand at risk. So let's go back to let's go back over here. Let's take a look at what we got. Why did that look like that? Let's see. So what we got right here. All right, here we go. So this is just something that I will use to scalp. This is a 1 minute chart. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you see something like this, some comparative quantics, right? I didn't come up with this. Someone else came up with it, and I just got it. That's the one thing that you can do on Thinkorswim. Somebody else can create an indicator, and then they can share it with you. So this is showing me that the S&P 500 is down. I can look at this. The blue is the NASDAQ. Let me see if I can make it big. And then the pink is the New York Stock Exchange, so all the stocks there. And then the green is the Russell. And you can see that the Russell is up. So generally, for me, I don't really like to get, the Russell has been leading to the downside, but it's up right now. But the S&P 500 is down. So let's see. I might do a trade just to do it, just to put a little risk out there and see what this over here on the side. It's just like a little scalp. This is just something to, I don't know, man, to stay engaged. I don't like this right here. I did get a crossover right there. let's see what to do. I like to see it take out this low, right? Let's see it take out this low, and we might throw a little trade. All right, we got a little trade. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it comes back. If I get it to come back, and what do we want this at? 451. Why is you doing that? There we go. I'm into the trade. So basically what you're looking at, I should have had that on auto send. So basically what you're looking at is I got short the E-mini S&P 500. So this is the small contract, and you can see over here, it's telling my position. You can see like $3 down a buck. I just did that basically because we do a little live trading. That's one of the things that you may get if you follow the channel, subscribe. I do think you need to have in your account to be able to trade futures. I want to say you're gonna need about you're gonna need about 1,500 at least, I believe. You probably have to check with TD Ameritrade to see, but so I'm just gonna I'll hold this. I probably put I might try to pull about I don't know, $50 out of this and then move on. So sometimes, scalping is just a way to stay engaged. Other than that, you just be sitting here looking at the market. Like I said, I do have another portfolio where I own some gold ETF. I own DD because I am long China. What else? I think I'm long Intel as well. And then let me go ahead and set this up so I don't have to watch it. So my take profit for me, I probably get out right around 44.41 or 44.42. I'll probably take about $40 out of this trade and then move on to something else, right? So I'm gonna put my stop above this high, put my take profit here. It look like it's about a 1-to-1. I come up here and change this template to how I'm gonna do this. One cancels other. Let's see. I'll come down here where I want to take profit. 442. So I can set this up and then I can go on with the stream, and then I don't have to watch it. Right there. Let's move this. And you can see I'm just moving my stop, right? I don't know where that is. I don't want it that high. We'll put the stop right here. What is this? 465. I don't need it to be that high. Let's go for, what's this? That is, the high is 463.75. So I like to go a tick above that high. And I also can come over here to the active trader right here and move this. So that's a good place. That's 2 ticks above. And then that's it. And so what happened, let me come check down and see where it's set down here. And all I'm doing is manipulating where I want to get out of this trade at, right? And that's it. So if it comes up and then it comes up here, it'll take me out of the trade and I'll lose, I don't know, about $60. And then if it come down here and it take profit, then I'll make about 45 or something, but something like that. So you can scalp, $40, $50. Now, if you use the big boy S&P 500 contract, you making, let's say you look to make $50, that would be times 10. That would be 500, right? That loss would be times 10. That would be $620 or whatever. So, if some people are real good at scalping or whatnot, I look for a setup. I got it. I took the trade. You trade small. I ain't gonna lose sleep over 60 some bucks. So I'll take this trade every time I see it. Every time I see, my moving averages cross over right here, you see how they crossed over. I got this is a 12 moving average. This is 26. I use that because those are some of the numbers off of the MACD. No, no other particular reason other than that. The MACD is a moving average convergence divergence. You got a 12 crossing over to 26. And so that's why I use those. And then I got a 200 right here. So you see it crossed over right here. It came back, pulled back and retested the crossover. So you got your crossover here, came back, retested, and then took out the low. I'm in. Once it took out this low, I put a sell limit. You can see right here, it's chopping around right here. What I want to see right now, what I would like to see is for it to just come on down and hit me right here. Now, I don't have to get out at that level. To me, that's a good level for me to get out. Now, I'm gonna switch to the 5-minute. I'm gonna move this over so that it give me more room. Let's go look at the 5-minute. And then let's see. So I actually could get out of this if I'm looking at the 5-minute. The 5-minute, and I only use the 5-minute to expand my chart. So the next level is down here at the 2618. And the next level after that, let's go to just so it'll expand. Let's go to the hourly. Next level after that is 423, which is all the way down here, which is possible. That's a fib level that's a daily fib level right there. So, and that's how I trade. You can see it retracing right now. And so these little trades, that I like to do to stay engaged. I'm gonna let you guys go with that. So, once again, I have, like I said, I got a take profit and a stop loss. So I don't have to watch this. The market's gonna take me out of the trade if it goes up here and breaks this high. It's gonna take me out of the trade. If it comes down and hit my take profit, it'll take me out. And over here, you can see the volume over here on this on the active trader right here. So you can see contracts, they're rocking and rolling. You can see them coming in, and you can see where they're at. And so you can see you can see my stop is right up in here. And then I can move that. I can just come and click and just move this around if I want to, to exit. And also if I want to just get out, let's say you don't want to use stops and, take profits and nothing like that, and you just want to leave the position, I can come over here and hit flatten and flatten my position. That'll close everything out. If I hit flatten my position, that's going to take out the stop loss, the take profit, the trade. It closes me out of the trade. So if you are trading this and something happened and maybe like, oh man, you freaking out, whatever, just come over here and hit the flatten button. Reverse is just gonna reverse your position. So like if you short and you're like, man, I don't want to be short, like I want to get long, you just come over here and reverse your position. But I don't never do that, like, because for the most part, when I get into a trade, I know why I'm getting in it. And it's a reason why I want to get in it. So I don't have to do that. But, I've used that flatten button before. Like sometimes the market be moving so fast that I hadn't had a chance to put my stop on my take profit. And so I'm just into the trade and I might be in profit like really fast or something. And I just go ahead and hit flatten, close it out. So you guys watching the stream, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. When I'm trading live like this, you can come in and you can trade with me. Go ahead and open up some accounts and we can have some fun and just kind of whack some, come over here and whack some futures. And with that, watch your risk today, especially if you're gonna trade those any of the, I don't know what to call them, those Pfizer, BioNTech, what else is it? Moderna, AstraZeneca ain't really been uh in the news a whole lot, but you know those stocks. You know, we know what those stocks are. The jab stocks. So if you're gonna trade those, be careful today because you might get some news and it may move past your position. Oh, I do want to talk about Intel, and I'll show you why my long-term portfolio, why I'm long Intel. And let's take a look. Close this up. And let's go to the daily chart. I need to take all this off. But basically, one of the reasons why, because look at it, it's just going sideways. I like that. Like it's just going sideways. It's not you see? So you had a little up move and it's just going sideways. And so, like I said, I like to get in stuff when I think it's at a discount. And I think Intel is at a gap down and it's just sitting here. I think I got it at a discount off of the highs at $68. You know, so that's why I own Intel. I do think that once they get this chip shortage taken care of, or if they get the chip, if they ever get it, the chip shortage taken care of or under control, or maybe we start making our own. Who knows? You can see the stock go up and fill this gap. And if the stock go up and fill this gap, that's a nice little profit on a nice size position in a stock that I own, and it also pays a dividend. So Intel pays a quarterly dividend of 34 cents. So there you go. So, you know, those are, you know, that's something that I want to own as far as, you know, for me. So I hope you guys got something out of it. I don't want to hold you too long. And this has been my second open the bell, open market live stream. And got a little live trading out of it. So with that, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. That helps me out. So I show up more in YouTube and I get some more people on here and put stocks in the comments that you want me to look up and chart up, and I'll tell you what I think. With that, peace.